Robert Mallory had always been a simple man, a humble cook who took great pride in his culinary skills. His cozy restaurant, nestled in a small town, was renowned for its hearty meals and warm atmosphere. But Robert harbored a dark secret. Beneath his friendly facade and culinary prowess lay a morbid fascination with the macabre. This obsession was about to pull him into a terrifying web of horror and crime. Robert's life seemed ordinary on the surface. By day, he served up mouth-watering dishes to his loyal patrons, but by night, he indulged in his peculiar hobby, mukbang videos. The bizarre yet strangely captivating phenomenon of watching people consume copious amounts of food had enthralled him for years. It wasn't just the eating, it was the spectacle, the sensory overload of slurping, crunching, and gulping that captivated him. His fascination soon evolved into something darker. Late into the night, Robert would sit in his dimly lit study, scrolling through endless mukbang videos, noting every detail. He began to wonder what it would be like to create his own content, to be the one behind the camera, orchestrating the feast. The idea consumed him, gnawing at his sanity until he could no longer resist. One rainy evening, Robert's restaurant was unusually quiet. The few patrons who had braved the storm left early, and Robert found himself alone with his thoughts. An idea sparked in his mind, a twisted vision of a mukbang video that would set him apart from the rest. He would prepare an extravagant meal, more decadent and grotesque than anything anyone had seen before. Robert meticulously planned every detail. He selected the finest, most exotic ingredients, some of which he had never used before. The next night, after closing the restaurant, he transformed the dining area into a macabre studio. Candles flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls, and the table was laden with a grotesque array of dishes. He set up his camera and hit record. What unfolded was a nightmarish spectacle of gluttony and excess. Robert devoured the food with a manic intensity, his eyes gleaming with a disturbing mix of pleasure and madness. The camera captured every moment, every sound. When he finally finished, he felt an odd sense of satisfaction. He uploaded the video anonymously, dubbing it the Midnight Feast. Within days, it went viral. People were horrified yet unable to look away. The video became a sensation, and Robert's dark obsession grew stronger. As the Midnight Feast gained notoriety, Robert's restaurant began to attract a different kind of clientele, those who sought the thrill of the macabre. They whispered about the video, speculating about the identity of the masked eater. Robert reveled in the attention, his craving for more growing insatiable. He decided to push the boundaries further. Each new video became more disturbing, more elaborate. He introduced bizarre ingredients, some of which were questionably sourced. The line between culinary artistry and madness blurred as Robert's creations became increasingly grotesque. But the darkness that fueled his obsession had a price. Strange things began to happen in the restaurant. Patrons reported feeling uneasy, as if they were being watched. Unexplained accidents occurred in the kitchen, and Robert's health began to deteriorate. He dismissed these signs, attributing them to stress and overwork. One night, as Robert was cleaning up after a particularly disturbing mukbang video, he heard a noise from the dining area. He cautiously approached, his heart pounding. There, in the dim light, stood a tall, gaunt man with hollow eyes and a twisted smile. The man introduced himself as Victor, a fan of Robert's videos. He spoke in a low, menacing tone, praising Robert's work and expressing a desire to collaborate. Robert felt an icy chill run down his spine, but he couldn't resist the allure of the proposal. Victor's ideas were even darker than Robert's, promising to take the videos to a new level of horror. Despite his reservations, Robert agreed. Together, they crafted a series of videos that delved into the realms of torture and depravity. The videos were unlike anything the internet had seen, a blend of culinary artistry and psychological terror. As the videos grew in popularity, so did the scrutiny. People began to question the authenticity of the events depicted. Authorities received anonymous tips about strange happenings at Robert's restaurant. The pressure mounted, and Robert found himself trapped in a web of his own making. One night, during the filming of their most grotesque video yet, Victor revealed his true intentions. He wasn't just a fawn, he was a deranged psychopath with a taste for real horror. He had manipulated Robert, pushing him deeper into darkness for his own twisted amusement. Robert's world crumbled. He realized he had become a pawn in Victor's sadistic game. The line between reality and performance blurred, and he was forced to confront the monster he had become. Determined to put an end to the madness, Robert hatched a plan. He agreed to one last collaboration with Victor, but this time, he would turn the tables. The video would be their most elaborate yet, a final feast that would expose the true horror behind their creations. As the camera rolled, Robert and Victor began their performance. The table was set with a ghastly array of dishes, each more disturbing than the last. But as the feast reached its climax, Robert revealed his trap. Hidden cameras captured Victor's true nature, exposing his crimes to the world. The video went live, a chilling testament to the depths of human depravity. Authorities were alerted, and Victor was arrested. Robert, broken and repentant, faced the consequences of his actions. His restaurant was shut down, and he was left to grapple with the darkness that had consumed him. The story of Robert Mallory became a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of how obsession can lead to horror. The videos were taken down, but their legacy lingered. People spoke in hushed tones about the Midnight Feast, a dark chapter in the town's history. Robert disappeared from the public eye, seeking redemption and a chance to rebuild his life. The restaurant, once a place of warmth and comfort, stood abandoned, silent witness to the horrors that had unfolded within its walls. And so, the tale of Robert Mallory, the Mukbang chef turned criminal, faded into legend, a haunting reminder of the thin line between passion and madness. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey into the macabre world of Robert Mallory. Remember, sometimes our darkest obsessions can lead us down terrifying paths. If you enjoyed this tale of horror and intrigue, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories. Have a story you'd like to share or an idea for our next video? Drop it in the comments below. Your suggestions might just be the next terrifying tale we bring to life. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that come from within.